If you've ever seen the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you know that Charisma Carpenter is the tough guy cheerleader. Well, that toughness extends way beyond the set. As Stacey Galandi reports, Carpenter's strength not only saved her life and her friends, but also helped solve a string of crimes.
She's a Slayer. I'm a homecoming queen.
You know her as Cordelia, the beautiful cheerleader on the hit series Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Why is it every time I go somewhere with you, it always ends in violence and terror?
But what you may not know about actress Charisma Carpenter is that she has been in the national spotlight before. It was for an entirely different reason. 8 years ago, she made her television debut on 2020, and the story she told now makes her qualified to speak as a role model to young women.
How I went from small town girl doing beauty pageants to national television show is quite a journey, and there are a lot of bumps along the way.
It was back in the summer of 1991. Charisma was being stalked.
This is a person who is not afraid to strike and is not afraid to cause injury to people, and we were concerned that somewhere along the line it was going to lead to a death.
Charisma nearly became the 9th victim in a rash of rapes which plagued the beaches of San Diego. Recently, she talked openly about the attack on Howard Stern's radio show.
He lived in my apartment complex, and he had been stalking me for like a year.
Wow.
The he Charisma is talking about is Henry Hubbard Jr., once a decorated cop, a dedicated family man, and an upstanding member of society. Hubbard was the last person anyone would have suspected of a series of violent assaults. But Hubbard's one-man reign of terror came to an end late at night on a San Diego beach, just after an attack on Charisma Carpenter and her friends.
It's not something you get over in 1 day, 2 days, weeks, or months. It's something sometimes you take a lifetime to get over.
Because of the would-be actress's quick thinking, Charisma was not raped that night. You see, when Hubbard demanded she tie up her male companions, she refused, a decision that may have saved all of their lives.
I told him that I couldn't because I didn't want to do it.
And after a struggle on the dark beach in the shadow of the lifeguard perch, Hubbard shot her 2 friends and was wounded in the process.
He had injured himself in the struggle where they had he had shot his hand or something and ended up shooting his finger off or something crazy.
Charisma ran for help, and as a result of Hubbard's injuries, the cop with the stellar record was fingered as San Diego's mystery rapist.
Officer Hubbard was charged with 38 counts, which included kidnap for the purpose of rape, sexual assault, armed assault, and attempted murder.
Somehow, Charisma has been able to shake off that fateful night and act as a mentor for young women, helping them learn about self-esteem at symposiums like this one, a long way from that night on the beach.
It wasn't until I kind of got out on my own and spread my wings a little bit that I realized the resources within myself. We need to believe in ourselves.
Charisma Carpenter will be starring in a spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer next year. It's called Angel. As for the former police officer who attacked her, he is now serving a 56-year sentence at a California state prison.